Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Brian, and we're back with more Civilization 6. In the last episode, we basically found four of the, I believe, 5 civilizations. Yes, 4 of the 5 civilizations that we have to basically defeat using either science or domination victory. I'm going to try to go for a domination victory, but I'm pushing science quite heavily at the beginning. Primarily because I want to be able to take them down pretty easily with effective units. So we actually are making pretty good gold per turn currently. No faith, but that's fine because we're not really going for there's no religious victory, but also faith doesn't really do much for us in this particular game. If I was going for a culture victory or a religious victory, obviously those would be a bit more beneficial, but at this point I am not. Let's see. We got to get ourselves a barbarian scout. Can we buy a... Let's buy a slinger. At least defend our city. Let's have you... I don't... Let's move you right... Let's move our worker right over there. I want to get these bananas next to our city. Actually, you know what? Let's make you go into the city. Makes things a little bit easier. You're protected now. Alright. So now we're just going to keep exploring a little bit with our warrior up north, just so we can kind of get a better idea of what our continent is like, because we don't have a very good picture at the moment. But we will. We'll get through quite a bit pretty easily. So let's keep... we can't automate you because you'll be in danger. Alrighty then. What's over here? More coastline. Alright. So early game is pretty quick in that, we just have to do 1 or 2 tasks and then hit turn. Later on we're going to be doing a fair amount of stuff before we can actually before we have to end the turn. So let's get the slinger. Let's have you let's have you fortify right now. Let's keep you going down this way. We'll just keep manually having our units explore a little bit, only because automation sometimes works, other times it doesn't. You have a trade to the... Yes, give me whatever the hell that is. Alright. Who built what? Norway finished building Stonehenge. Okay. Alright, let's get these bananas, and that's the last use of our worker, or our builder. And we completed craftsmanship, so let's see what policies we got. 30 plus 30 production towards builders and 50 production % towards ancient and classical era melee and ranged units. That's actually very useful, but at the moment I'm going to keep my policies as they are, only because we don't need production towards builders as much right now, and we don't really need much towards melee and ranged units, because if we build too many too fast, we're not going to be able to upgrade them quickly enough. So just keep that in mind if you guys are playing along. So you guys don't want to have so many units that your gold per turn goes down, but also it does not cause your when you go to upgrade them to later units, like for example the slinger can be upgraded to an archer. Those cost money, obviously. So you don't want to have so many units that you can't upgrade them and keep them in check. So let's see, let's open our civics tree. We want to get to the political philosophy so we can get our first major governmental system. So yeah, we also want to do state workforce because we can get the conscription policy for the military, which reduces unit maintenance by 1 gold per turn, which is very useful. The next time we get a military policy that reduces gold per turn is, I believe, in... Where is it? Mobilization here, and that's all the way in the modern era, so we then reduce by 2 per turn, which is very useful, especially late game, because you're going to have a lot of units. So in my particular strategy, I'm going to be going through, I'm going to get the oligarchy governmental type first, because it gives you 20% experience for all combat units. We completed currency, by the way. And we also get an additional melee combat strength. And plus, we get all 4 of our policy types, and I'll go over those when we finally get them. But ultimately, we're going to be going through oligarchy, probably through merchant republic, or theocracy, depending on the circumstances that we're in, whether we need more military policies or if we need more wildcard policies. And then finally, we're going to probably end up with communism. The communism is actually pretty nice, and or democracy. Democracy is a lot later of a governmental type than we get in terms of when we get it. So we're gonna probably leave that as is, and that's our plan for now. So we're just gonna get rid of this barbarian scout, get our warriors some experience, and we're gonna have an ultimate goal. We're gonna get this warrior as high leveled as we can, and we're gonna keep him alive as long as possible. So let's keep that in on the back burner. Let's see, what do we got? We have mathematics, animal husbandry, and mining. I believe we're gonna want to do. Do we have hold on? Where are we at? We don't have the ability to get to the harbor yet, although we could. Yeah, we can buy this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start working our way to celestial navigation. So we're going to go through astrology first. Mining and animal husbandry, although good, right, for production, we don't have hills, really. Or do we have hills right here? Nope, that doesn't look like hills. Neither does that. We have hills over here, but we don't have it in our control yet. Alright, so we don't... Doesn't look like we have... Oh, there we go. We have hills right here. Alright, so we'll get mining next after we get astrology finished. That way then we can start getting these jungle tiles out of the way and get something a little bit more usable. So let's have you automate. We're going to automate you because you're a scout. And that way then, when you remove jungle tiles, for example, you get bonuses, so you can get bonus food and production for whatever city, but it's only a one-time thing. The thing that does kind of suck about jungle tiles is, they're pretty much useless. So you can't really put a lumber yard in there like you can with these regular woods, which are the little spruce trees here. So instead we can't really do that with these jungle tiles, but it also does kind of make a little bit of a pain for movement, and woods do as well, but jungle I'm particularly not fond of because of the uselessness of jungle. So generally clear out the jungle as best you can, and should make things a little bit easier for you. Alright, so we have a scout. Can we... Oh, that's a minor victory. Let's go this way. Get out of the scout slinger's range. And we got astrology. Awesome. Okay. So first things first, let's... we need sailing as well. Okay, so let's get mining out of the way because it's one turn. Since we're getting so far advanced. Older techs will only take 1 or 2 turns. Further you get from where you're currently at in the technological timeline, the longer it'll take to actually do things. So, let's see. Can we buy this? This tile right here is actually probably really good. So we're gonna build a commercial hub. We can build the commercial. Ooh, damn. We can build it right here, actually. We're gonna build it on those hills. We can build the commercial hub there, and we're going to also then change our production over to the Hanging Gardens there. Now, the great thing about the way we can change this production is this tile is basically now completely saved for the commercial hub. We can't put anything else on it. We can't use workers to build things there. It's basically saving our spot, essentially, for the commercial hub. And that's good for a couple things, especially when you get to later on when you're building more districts, especially in new cities, when you can increase your population really quickly. You can basically choose which districts you want to build, and then take a look at the map and see which bonuses. For example, the commercial hub gets a 2+ gold bonus for being right here, next to the river. So and the plantation. So because of that, that's a good place to put it. Other districts that get bonuses are like the campus here, which I probably, again, should have put over here next to the mountain to get the science bonus, but whatever. And industrial complexes, things like that. Those all get bonuses. harbors, which we will be building once we get the Celestial Navigation finished. We're going to build one right there. We get a 1 gold bonus off of the crab that are there. So any sea, water-related tiles next to where your harbor's built will get you an extra gold. So if we put one here, for example, there's 2 fish, we get 2 plus gold. So things like that. Just keep an eye out if you guys are planning your cities. It's actually a lot more robust of a system in Civ 6 than in previous Civ games. So yeah, let's just keep going through the turns. We have 1 trade route active and 1 capacity, but we got mining done and we got the state workforce done. So now that we have the state workforce done, we're going to change this up, get our unit maintenance reduced by 1 gold per turn, and we're also going to increase our 2 gold per turn for all trade routes. So we're going to get an extra 2 gold there. We did get also the 15 plus bonus percent bonus for production towards classical and ancient wonders, but I'm not really a wonder person. Only certain ones actually are beneficial to me in my particular strategy. So anything that increases expansion or certain things like that, gold, and depending on the victory types, I have enabled science, or especially like the Oxford Library. Definitely get that if you're going for a science victory. So let's heal you up while we're waiting. Let's see what's over here. Probably a dead end. Oh no, there's a whole... Oh man, there's another continent and a city-state right there. Okay, so we got ourselves a little tribal village on our path, so we can definitely get that. But alright, so we can get our bronze working. Reveals iron. That's actually going to be very useful, considering that we need iron. Actually, strangely enough, for the Legion... Despite needing the ironworking technology, we don't need iron to create legions, which is Rome's special unit. Like horsemen, you need horses, obviously, but legions don't need iron, and that's a little weird, I think. But right now we're gonna go. Oh, we need to do sailing. Right there. So sailing first, then we'll get to the celestial navigation. Now, what kind of civic do we want to work on right now? Let's see. Do we want to do I actually want to do... Yeah, let's do the political philosophy, because that one... Oh, no. Rewind. We're going to do mysticism for the sole purpose that we can get the inspiration policy for the 2+ great scientist points per turn. Great scientists are going to be very useful for us, either increasing boosts on specific technologies, but also having some other alternative abilities. For example, there are certain ones where you can get production towards certain wonders, or you can get what else? There's a great scientist that if you have artifacts, for example, it increases your tourism and things like that. So depending on the method in which... Oh, come on. Oh, I want that one. Shoot. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, Gilgamesh. Oh, you're the last one. Oh, crap. So Gilgamesh is a very science-heavy civ. He's going to be our primary opponent in a science victory. Because his special building is called the Ziggurat, which basically pumps out science like no one's business. So we're going to give us your information on your capital there. Madrid, there's Gilgamesh. He's on the other continent with a little tiny land bridge. That's good. Okay. So, yeah, let's get faster movement through woods for right now. And research, let's research that celestial navigation now that it's only 5 turns. So let's do that. And oh, so every time you do a promotion, I should mention this. Every time you do a promotion, basically once you do the promotion, that consumes the unit's turn. So I can't move my scout despite being right next to a slinger. But that slinger's probably going to run away considering that there's a warrior right next to him. So I'm not too concerned, but I don't want my scout to lose any health, because that means then he is going to need to heal up. And that takes time, and I don't like that. Sumerian jewelry, liars from Ur. Sure. Give them to me. Oh, okay, so the slingers didn't run. That is good. So we're just gonna run away. Oh, come on. More barbarians. Alright, so let's just get the rest of this continent explored. Just want to get this over and done with. You, what do you need? You need to explore. Why are you there, though? Oh, because I got to... Oh, I was saying... Okay. So, my scout automatically moved over here because I chose that as his final destination. Fox only's final destination. But they gave us a recon unit, so scout in this case. So, that's good. Stockholm. Ooh, Stockholm. That is good. Hey, Stockholm. Hey, buddy. Ooh. We want to invest in them heavily. For a couple of reasons. A, they are science. They are a scientific city-state, so that is going to help us with our science agenda, as it were. So we're going to keep him in our good grace, and also, when we have city-states under our control, we can, when we go to war with a civ, all of our city-states go to war with that civilization. So we went to war with Sumeria, for example, Stockholm would join in, and so on and so forth. But we have to be the suzerain for them. So we have to have at least 3 envoys, and we have to have more envoys than anybody else. So it is a little annoying, but ultimately that's how it works. So city-states are very useful. In Civ 5 they were pretty much pointless, because they sometimes gave you bonuses. Oh, leave my scout alone. Get away from him. Come on. No. No. Oh, shit. Why can't you swim? Oh, man. No, crap. Oh, man, somebody... Well, that scout's gonna die. That sucks. Damn it. Alright. Whatever. Okay. So, you go this way. Yeah, let's just explore this way for a little bit. I don't know what else is over this way, so I should probably explore my own continent first, but... Oh, hey, Hong Kong. Okay. So, I think we've met one of each type of city-state, except for the Faith one. So, we have our culture city-state, our trade city-state, science city-state, and industrial city-state. There are 2 left. We have the red one, which is industrial... Okay, so let's rewind. Your cultural increases your cultural capacity as expected. Your trade increases your currency as expected. Scientific is your science as expected. The white is faith, which, as one would assume, increases your faith per turn. Now, the 2 last ones, the industrial and the militaristic. Industrial is when you're building, you get production for building wonders, buildings, and districts. The militaristic is higher production in units, so that's the real only difference between the 2, but I don't really need any militaristic ones. I usually go for trade, science, and industrial. The other 3 I'm pretty much not, I don't really care about. Oh, we do have a city, we do have an envoy available, so let's give it to Stockholm. Just get that science bonus, and let's change our policy to... we didn't do any of the political philosophy tech yet, so we didn't get any governments. But once we get that, we will use our great scientist per turn policy once we get the ability to use it. Okay. We're just going to keep exploring a little bit. I'm going to bring this guy... I'm going to bring you over this way. Yeah, just pass over that warrior from Stockholm. No big deal. Political philosophy. Do it. 6 turns. Meet 3 city-states. So we got the bonus. So this would normally have taken 12 turns. But we got the boost by meeting 3 or more city-states. So we got it now only 6 or 5 turns in this case. Oh, trade route done. Okay. Oh, you're expanding. I need to expand north as well. Alrighty. Let's send you to St. Petersburg. That'll clear out the map a little bit, but also give us 6 more gold per turn. So that works. That's perfect. Okay. Wait, what? Can I guess I can't go around you. Fine, whatever. Next turn. Oh, that's right, I was building the Hanging Gardens. I was wondering why I wasn't building anything. Your society is an art scientist, what don't you have? Oh yes, he likes very cultured and scientific societies. So this is just them giving you a compliment, which means that you're satisfying one of their agendas, whether they're visible or hidden agendas. Now I just realized I skipped over the movie for the Hanging Gardens, but basically if you've played any Civ game, it's essentially the same. It just shows you the wonder being built in like super fast motion, and in this particular one has a quote that goes along with it with that voluptuous Sean Bean voice to narrate. So let's see, let's build, oh boy, let's just get animal husbandry out of the way, because now we can actually have access to that the sheep down here. That'll give us some food, I believe, so we will be able to pen those up and get them in place. Now, ooh, we have a bit of a conundrum. Do we do the commercial hub, or do we do the harbor? I'm tempted to do the harbor, so let's do the harbor and get that in place. Okay, so we have that halfway up the continent as well, so that's even better, because then when Norway starts spreading their navy, we're going to have something to at least help us defend. So I'm thinking, where did I plan the city, the next city? Did I put that here? I think I did. So let's pin that off. Let's name that city number 2, just so I can remember later on. Let's make that let's just leave that as that. Alright, so we're going to put our second city here once we get the settler in place. Actually, you know what? Let's build that settler first. I want to get that underway and all said and done, because I don't want to lose out this particular area to Norway. Because that would be bad, because once they basically get a foothold here, it's hard to contain them. Because we're going to leave, I mean, they can go up and around, obviously, because this is an inland lake, which I believe classifies as a coast. Okay, so ocean. So this classifies as an ocean up here. But they can easily sail across that. However, I want to contain them on the land, because once I get this land bridge, if they try to cross it, we are pretty much set. If we go to, which we will go to war with them. It's inevitable. So let's just get that plan underway. Madrid I'm not too concerned about, and Russia as well, primarily because we have this huge mountain range, although broken, still defends us quite a bit, because now we have the ability to kind of funnel them in through these holes. They can't just come sweeping over the landscape towards us. So that's beneficial for us, in the long run at least. And let's start getting some earlier text done. Might as well do archery, get that one turn done. Then we'll do bronze working, and then we'll do iron working. We'll get our legions set, and we'll get some siege weapons in place, and then we'll start... Oh, Spain is expanding, and they're expanding actually kind of far from their capital. Interesting. Alright, so Toledo, not from Ohio, sorry Klinger, is up here in the north, but that's quite a ways away from their capital. Normally they stick within a set tile. Oh wait, I see. Scythia is also expanding as well. To Myris. Okay, I could never remember her name. Alright, so archery's done. Alright, let's get we also want to get construction, because I'm going to get a siege tower. We'll team up a siege tower along with a catapult, get a nice siege combo going, and bring the ironworking legions. So basically these 3 technologies are the ones we want to go for right now. Now, siege weapons bring down the walls and defenses of enemies. They're ranged, they're siege. They don't do particularly well against units, but they do well against city defenses and things like that. Siege towers, when coupled with them, provide a pretty interesting scenario where, although you have to get up to the walls with a siege tower, which siege towers we're most likely going to pair with our legions, but when you have a siege tower with up against a city, your melee units ignore defense penalties. So they ignore the walls and just attack the units within the city directly. which is nice. I like that, because you can use the Siege Tower Legion combo with ranged bombardment from catapults just to whittle away their health really quickly and just take over cities very, very fast, especially early era. Once they start getting other items like crossbowmen and muskets, that becomes a little bit less of a valid strategy, but we'll likely be using that for quite a while. So let's get this bronze working done. Then we'll get iron working, and then we'll get masonry, the wheel, and construction engineering, respectively. You explore. We're just going to go methodically around this continent, just kind of get a little bit of an idea of where people are. And I'm going to finish this next turn. Actually, no, we're going to end the episode once we found our city, which should only be another turn or so. So let's finish that, and then we'll end the episode, because we're running low on time. Next turn, and come on, build. Alright, there we go, cool. Alright, so we got our political philosophy, so now, get out of here. Come on, get out of here. So let's change our government. We're going to go to the oligarchy, yes, and we're going to set the science as our wild card policy, and we're also going to set, we're going to do the 2 influence points per turn towards city-states. Normally we only get 1, or we add 2 influence points. So this is going to be helpful. So it takes us, we get 3 influence per turn, now we're going to get 5. So instead of it taking, what, 15 turns, it's going to take 10. So effectively we cut it down by a third. So that's going to be useful for us for now, so let's accept that. Now, unlike previous Civilization games, particularly Civ 4, if you were to make a governmental change, your people would not like it at all. And essentially everything would basically come to a halt for a turn, unless you made drastic changes, and then it would take 2 turns. And in that time, you can't do a damn thing. And it's really, really, really bad. Because at that point you are very open, and when you're in that transitional period, especially if you're at war, all of your production goes through the, down through the floor. It just plummets. And so something that would normally take like 2 turns, 3 turns, could take upwards of 20 or more, depending on how much production your city actually has. But I don't think it should be too big of a deal. Well, in that game, because we're not playing that game, we're playing this game. So in this game, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that revolution, that anarchy, as it was referenced in that game. So let's see, iron working, or do we want to do our masonry? Actually, no. Let's do masonry first. No. Wheel. We're gonna do the wheel because we want the watermill. It gives us food and production. And once that is done, we can then build that in the city center and get our production up. So let's finish the harbor. 6 turns versus 5 turns. Can we build buy builder? We're gonna finish the harbor. So we're building we bought a builder because we want to clear out these jungle tiles, get that production up quick, and just shove it all into the harbor production, get that all said and done, and that way then we don't have to worry about it. As for our next civic, let's do let's do drama and poetry. It's boosted, so might as well just get it over with. It gets us a new district. Not necessarily one that we will use, because it's kind of useless and meh, but we don't have enough. It's going to take 11 turns for us to do the games and entertainment, which gives us the entertainment complex, which we desperately need. Because thankfully, although city, give me the city. Okay. So in the lower right hand corner, you'll see that we have an amenities. That's basically the happiness of our city, so they're content currently. But if they have too many people, or we're at war, or we're bankrupt, we will have negative amenities, which if you have too severe of negative amenities, your people will riot, and those riots end up in relatively advanced military units that will colloquially mess you up. So next, we should have our settler at the city location soon. And we're at almost 30 minutes, so I hope we get there quick. Now we got our first great person. Cool. No one is working on anything except for Russia is working on great writers and great artists and great musicians. So they're doing more of a cultural civ strategy compared to me. So we're going for scientists. Alright, so we got Euclid, famous for Euclidean geometry. So we're gonna get him. And where's my scout? That's my builder. Okay. Can we get rid of that? And that's gonna be next turn. Okay. So let's move up to the coast with our scout. You move over to our campus, and let's use you. We triggered the boosted or eureka moment for mathematics and one other random technology from the medieval era, which is very useful. So we got the military engineering. Okay, that's going to be useful. So military engineering, we automatically got the boost. We don't have to do whatever requirements are of like that boost in order to get it done. So that's already been completed for us, or halfway completed. Okay, let's see. We have masonry and ironworking. 3 turns, 5 turns, 3 turns. Masonry it is. We do need the walls, and the walls will allow us to then bombard any enemies from the city center automatically. So, oh yes, give us this. That took us down 2 turns for getting this harbor completed. So fantastic. Plus, it also gave us a bunch of food, so it increased our population, I believe, by 1. So let's go. Keep going up the coast. Next turn. Oh man, they're already on their 3rd city. Okay, so they're going north. Good. We're gonna build right here. Not here, but there on our pin. We're gonna delete that because we don't need it anymore. We're gonna build a mine, increases our production, and keep going with that scout. You attack the warriors. They destroyed my scout. I know it was really the slingers, but it was the barbarian tribe nonetheless. Oh man, we're not gonna get the kill. Oh well. Thankfully they fixed it, the combat system since Civ 4, where Civ 4 you had to get the kill. You had to destroy the unit in order to get the experience. Now it's however much damage you do, and it's pretty much fixed like that. So that's good. Oh crap, Spain is at war with Jakarta. Okay. That's good. Good to know. Crap. Let's keep influencing Stockholm. Jakarta, it's nice knowing you, but you're probably going to get steamrolled. So you go there, settler. Let's build the city. Let's get the production of a... Archer's going to take 13 turns. Holy crap. Can I just buy a... Yeah, let's buy the builder. Alright, so let's actually build a granary. We're going to get this copper mined, and we're going to destroy this jungle here. So that way we can get that extra production, get that done, get things underway for them. Let's get this jungle destroyed as well. Okay, so we're in a little inlet right there. Let's go that way. Okay, so... oh, sorry. I'm really not sorry, but I'm going to say that I'm sorry. Just so I'm not going to settle any closer to them. Which I'm not. I don't plan to. So let's see. Change our policies for literary tradition. No. No, we're not going to change anything. So you're going to come back down here. You're going to come protect our city. And let's get the technology of... Oh, I need horseback riding first before I do construction. Okay. Let's just do ironworking for now. Let's get that done. We'll end this turn, and then we will end the episode. So let's do the games and recreation. And, oh, we got a Pantheon. Sweet. Okay. So, let's see, what do I want? We don't... We don't get too much... Like, I don't really like using some of these other ones. Like, especially like the River Goddess. I don't have holy sites. I don't do those. Because for me, they're useless. In my strategy, they're useless. We can perhaps do... I generally do fertility rites for the higher growth rate. Because these are all faith-based for the most part. Some of them are for food and production and culture, but I generally... Divine Spark is also a really good one. 1 great person point per campus for great scientists. I'm going to do that one, because that'll help us push towards our science victory. So, let's... yes, you destroy that. Okay, commercial hub is done. How much did it... Oh, it's going to take a lot to buy these two. Let's just build the water mill, get our production up. And you build a mine here. That was a bad idea. Oh, I'm an idiot. This scout's going to capture him. I'm stupid. Oh, whoops. Oh, man. Well, that worker's gone. If he doesn't take it, I'd be surprised, but... Yeah, I know. I don't do Navy right near Norway. I'm Rome. I sweep the land. That's about it. Go away. Thank you. Yeah, if this scout does not take my builder, I'd be highly surprised, because he can. He has almost no health, but he can do it. He didn't do it. Okay. I'm gonna put you back in the city for now. I'm gonna go have you go the other way to this T thing. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of this turn. I am going to save this game. Let's actually save it as something a little bit different. There we go. So we're gonna save that. Perfect. Okay. So I thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys in the next episode, where we continue expanding. We're going to build a couple more cities, hopefully in the next episode. Sorry this one ran a little bit longer than I was hoping, but considering it's Civ, I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Tell us why you left a dislike if you did dislike the video. Subscribe if you have not. We have a Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff in the description if you would like to support us and follow us. That would be much appreciated. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.